And I think the number one thing that I've implemented over the past few years was a real estate coach. And that's a big accountability partner.
I'm Maud Léger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from realtors, entrepreneurs, innovators on how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today. This week, we're speaking with Lindsay Gordon from Heritage Realty. She is a true believer of coaching and having an accountability partner. She has great insights for realtors who might be thinking of quitting right now as the industry is very challenging. Let's get to my chat with Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, tell us right away, what is the key to your success? What do you feel that is?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I think it's just been a compilation of things over the years that I've learned and worked towards. And I'm just grateful for everyone that I've kind of met along the way and the tidbits of information that I've gathered to kind of bring me to where I am today.
Yeah, cool. Tell me more about your business, like you're branding yourself more as a matchmaker for real estate, which I think is a good angle. Tell me more about that.
Thank you. So I've been in business 16 years. I am a solo agent. And the branding I find is really important. One, for me personally, because I enjoy it and it's kind of like a creative outlet. And two, I think the consistency of the branding makes me a little more recognizable and people get to know me a little bit better.
True. I totally agree. Like when your branding is consistent, it's just such a win for you that people recognize your pieces on everywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's just like, even like the big brands, right? You know them, you know their colors, you know their style. So I try to keep everything really consistent so people know it's me.
Yeah. Tell me more about the matchmaking. How do you apply that to your messaging or to your brand every day?
I think it just tries to kind of humanize me versus just like being an agent that you see. It's relationships, this business. And I think, finding the right home for people depending on what their needs are, because not everyone's a happy story. Some are very happy. So it's just matching the customer with the right home for their needs at that time.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. How do you keep yourself motivated in your business and keep going every day?
Obviously there's ebbs and flows in real estate, and you need to be very self-motivated to be in this business because depending on your situation, there isn't always that accountability. So I think it's just, I'm passionate about what I do. I like it. I'm up for the challenge every day, and I just kind of chase that, which fuels my excitement for the business.
Nice. Very cool. And you're a solo agent, so how do you keep yourself accountable? Like you just mentioned, accountability.
So a couple ways. One, I treat it like a business. I think it's really important to do that and get up every day and have a routine. I'm very grateful for the people I surround myself with. They help to hold me accountable, such as other agents and colleagues and things. And I think the number one thing that I've implemented over the past few years was a real estate coach. Nice. And that's a big accountability partner.
Yeah, that's huge. Coaching is amazing for that accountability partner.
Yes, I love it. And they've contributed to help, bring the business in the right direction.
Nice. That's amazing. Yeah. And what excites you in the industry right now? We're in a weird market.
It is such a crazy market. It's so nuts. I think it's still just people realizing the equity that they have in their home and how they can take advantage of that. Some people might be surprised. There's struggles with it right now too. My buyers, my heart breaks a little bit for the buyers right now, but I think as long as we have a good plan in place for them and we get them to where they need to be, taking everything into consideration, then it's still an exciting time for them. They're still buying a home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a little bit longer of a process.
Just a little
Not
bit
as
of a different process these days, but
yeah,
as long as we position ourselves the best we can, then we always aim to have a smooth, stress-free process.
nice, very good. And you've been a realtor for 16 years. What was a defining moment for you where you truly realized you were successful?
I oh, I don't know if I am. I think the past 2 years, ever since I kinda engaged in coaching, I've really seen the trajectory of my business kinda going upwards, which then just builds the momentum and fuels the excitement. So, I think it's just been the past few years that I'm grateful for what I have and
Mhm.
for my family and all that. It's not just the business that creates the success, it's everything that comes with it with family and friends and all
Yes,
of that.
that would be how you
Health
would
these
define.
days.
Yeah, health. How you would define success. Like it's everybody is so humbled when I ask like how have you been so successful, but how do you define success for yourself?
I think these days it really is different. Like I think it's just being grateful for what I do have. Like I said, my health, my family, the time that I can have with my family and with my daughter. Like this is just bizarre times. Um, and that we're all okay. And for the loyalty of my clients, like
Nice.
just that makes you feel good, keeps you going, and makes me want to do better for them.
Nice. That's amazing. What quality do you have that got you to where you are today? You talk about relationship,
Uh,
accountability.
yeah, I think for sure it's the relationships. Each individual transaction isn't that to me. It's a process, it's building, getting to know each other. It's a lifelong relationship. Um, I think like I'm a big believer of who you work with matters and doing what you say you're gonna do. And I have that follow through, I think. I think my clients can count on me and know that I have their best interest at heart. So just being honest and having integrity just kind of gets you there.
Yeah, very cool. I love it.
Mhm.
So you have a business coach. What would you say your coach helped you building like a process or a system, a procedure that really you saw a huge difference?
Oh, so many and so many more to go. But I think they've really gotten me to look at my finances
Nice.
and track that. Um, that's not the fun part of real estate for me. So,
Me
um,
neither.
no, it's just not what I want to be doing, but it's something I have to do. So, having a system in place for that. I've always had a CRM, but I've really cleaned it up and learned to kind of live in it a little more than normal.
Yeah,
Keeps you organized, and just so many other like tools that I didn't know were available to help make the business run a little smoother, a little more seamless so that I can focus on the client relationships and the marketing side for me because that's fun.
yeah, the fun creative part.
Yeah.
How do you keep generating new ideas to keep innovating in your business?
I think again, just bouncing ideas off colleagues and my coach, and just they just come to me sometimes, and my mind's always going, and I could do this and I could do that, and um, it just flows, I guess. And then you do one thing, and then it kind of evolves, and just trying to implement the best ideas that come as
Yeah,
they rattle around in my brain.
because it's good to have the partnerships because you're solo agents. You don't have like a team that you could like sit down and browse through ideas with.
100%.
Yeah,
So
keep yourself.
it's true. So really good relationships with other realtors and just doing research and talking to people and things like that. And although I don't have a team myself of agents, I do feel like I have a team surrounding me. I have an amazing broker, I have my coach, I have a stager, I can offer cleaning and handyman, right? So there's everyone around me that helps to kind of deliver that to the clients.
Yeah, true testament to your relationship part of your business.
Yeah.
Very cool. What's the three actions you've done in your business that you think every other realtor should be doing?
Oh my goodness. Get a coach for one. That was honestly life-changing for me. Um, that was really good. Talking to people, I know it can be scary, but we're in the people business and you got to talk to people. So even if you just kind of break it down to like talk to 5 people a day, that's
Nice.
only 25 people a week. Turns out to be, because we don't work a full 52 weeks a year. Some of us do, but over 1,000 people a year. And then all of a sudden that will just kind of help your business grow. And get systems in place that work for you.
Nice.
Where your business has holes, try and get a system that will help fill that gap for you.
Very cool. I love it. This is perfect. What advice would you give to a realtor who's feeling of quitting real estate? Because it's hard right now for a lot of realtors.
It's so hard. You can do it.
Yeah.
We'll get through this. Yes, I feel like this market can get people out of the business. It is an easy business to get into, but can sometimes be easier to get out of. But I think just remember why you got into it, what you love about it, and just keep focusing, because on the work you do today, it will show up in a few months from now. Real estate isn't always instant gratification. So put in the work and you'll get it out down the road.
I love it. That's amazing. Thank you. What inspiration, where do you get your inspiration or your development, personal development tools?
Podcasts. That's a great one. So I love listening to podcasts. I love Audible. I wish I were a reader, but I'm not the way I would love to be. So I love to listen. And there's a few, it sounds silly, but like a few accounts on social media that I really like to follow and kind of see what they're saying and gather some information that way.
Yeah.
And kind of just brainstorm new ideas through that.
Amazing. Thank you. What are you excited about for your vision or what's coming up in the market or in your business?
I'm excited for 2021. As challenging as it's going to be, I think it's going to be an amazing year. I'm going to be able to help a lot of families achieve some goals, and I'm just really excited to see what's going to come.
Amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. I think I could talk to you all day. This was so much information. That was cool. Where do we find you? What's your contact info for?
You can find me on social media at Lindsay Gordon Realtor, or my website at www.homesuiteburlington.com.
Amazing. Thank you. Thanks for doing the interview.
Thank you so much.